Hi everybody, this is Azariel Flame here with Northwich Magic Co. and thank you for tuning in for another Q&A from our lovely people on Facebook and Patreon. Today's question is from Keith, and Keith asks, do you yourself perform a ritual every evening or on certain occasions, and if so, what magic is used? This is kind of a big question to answer because I do different magic every day depending on what needs done for the day. So I guess the easiest way right now is to kind of give you a breakdown of how my normal typical day is going right now. So first thing every morning, I wake up, I make some coffee, I have my first cup of coffee. Yes, I know I have videos out telling you not to drink coffee. This is kind of one of those cases of good, better, best. And you know what? I right now am burning the candle at both ends and don't really have the ability to function without coffee. So sometimes you have to just accept your demons as they are. So I make my coffee. I have my cup of coffee. I then wake up. I go and I have a shower. And during that shower, I am blessing the water to wash me of what no longer serves me and to charge me with the gifts of the elements. And I envision washing off all of the sludge and grime and any energy blocks and anything that's going on, and I let that wash down the drain, and then I visualize the water filled with energy from the elements, and it is charging my entire body with elemental powers and replacing any damaged energies from the elements that were there before and making sure that I am cleansed and ready for the day. And then from there, I will go out and I will do a 20-minute meditation. I am right now taking a course from Jason Miller called Take Back Your Mind. So I do a 20-minute meditation in the morning that is pertaining to his specific teachings there. Then from there, I will take my dog for a walk, and I will meditate while I'm doing that. So what I do is I do a variation on the fourfold breath as I am going. So what I do is I count it based on my steps. So I breathe in for 6 steps, I hold it for 6 steps, I breathe out for 6 steps, I hold it for 6 steps. I will do this until I am in a trance state. And then from there, I will add in the elements. So I will do a full cycle, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold with one element. So I visualize, usually work in a particular sequence. So I start with earth, then fire, then water, then air. And so I will visualize the alchemical symbol of earth, and I will breathe in the energy of earth, and I will let it cleanse and do whatever it needs to do to my entire body, and hold that in, and then I will breathe out anything that it has cleansed out of me, and then I will do that for fire, and then I will do that for water, and then I'll do that for air, and then I continue to do that for my entire walk, which is about another 20 minutes. Then when I get home in the morning, I will have breakfast with my family, and then from there, their school day usually starts because we're homeschooling right now. So then I will go into my room as a retreat, and right now I'm in another Jason Miller course called Sorcery of Hecate. So then I do my Hecate work, which takes me anywhere from about 20 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm doing any spell work with it, or if I'm just doing the basics. If I'm doing just the basics, I can be done in about 10 minutes, but I usually try to give a little bit more than that. I feel that giving my attention for a minimum of 20 minutes to each of my practices is best, so I do that. And then from there, I will go and prepare for my work day, and I come to the shop. Then when I get to the shop, I activate all of the servitors that I have at the store. We have servitors for protection and wealth and prosperity and happiness, and to attract business, commerce, customers, good people, those and connections, those kinds of things. So I will then feed all of those servitors, and I will give them offerings of candles and incense and whatever else. Oh, I should also add in that with the Hecate stuff, I'm also giving offerings to a ton of spirits that are in my home and my local area, and gods and goddesses and whatever else. So I do an offering there. Then when I come to the store, I do offerings to our servitors. And then I usually do, depending on the day, invocation in the proper hour for that spirit of the planet to do whatever work I need to be done with that. And then that kind of sets the tone for my day. So lots of times I try and focus on hitting the hour more than hitting the day for the first one, because lots of times I can hit Jupiter at 10 a.m. when I start work, or I can hit whatever. I feel that hitting the hour is more important than hitting the day. Obviously, for certain workings, I try and hit the day and the hour of the planet. And then I check our emails, I check all of our correspondences, I check our sales, and then I build kind of a plan based on that. Lots of the items that we sell are ritually charged and consecrated, such as planetary talismans, pentacles, different altar tiles, candles, things like that. So then I will come up with my plan for the day. Typically, my day will consist of doing the Steel of Jew, which is out of the Greek Magical Papyri. That will give me authority over a number of spirits so that I can work with them easier. And then I will, from there, I do invocation of the elements into my body. If you are in Patreon, you will know the exact process of how to do this. I have it completely outlined in there. So what this does is this charges my energy body with all of the elements fully and completely, and allows me to work a lot better with what I'm doing. And then if I'm working with any angels or demons for the day, I will do my invocations to them, and I will get things going. And then if things have to be done at a specific planetary hour, I will do my invocations and my consecrations for that. So typically I'm doing anywhere from, let's say, 10 to 20 different invocations and spells in a day at the shop. And then from there, I go home, I do another 20 minutes of meditation to seal off my Taking Back Your Mind course. That's just where I'm at in the course right now. I'm thinking that it'll probably get heavier as things keep going. And then for the evening, I again then take my dogs for another walk. I do 20 minutes of meditation with that. What I like to do is try and pull in the energy of the sun when I'm doing this, and pull in the energy of the earth. And then if I can, later in the evening, I'll pull in the energy of the moon, whether it's, depending on what phase it is. I definitely do this on full moons and dark moons for sure. And then at night, I'm also in another Jason Miller course. Hey, you're taking all my money, Jason. Good job, man. You're teaching awesome things. Highly recommend his courses, by the way. I'm taking Sorcery of St. Cyprian and the Black School. So then for the evening, I have my prayers and my orisons that I do to St. Cyprian and meditations with that. Right now, it is actually the feast days of St. Cyprian. So I have a whole novena that I've been doing for a few days now that'll last for a few more days. That's 9 days in total, ending on the feast day on the 26th of September. So I've got that on the go. For example, yesterday we also celebrated the autumn equinox. So we did a family dinner and ritual with our harvest, and my daughters did an invocation to Demeter for that. So we try and make it kind of a family affair on bigger holidays. We celebrate them. We celebrate the 8 traditional witchcraft holidays based on the equinoxes and the solstices. And so then we work with that and the tween times. And then basically that's kind of my day right now. So I have a lot to fit in. Lots of times I am up until the wee hours of the morning, because when you are a witch or a sorcerer, your day tends to go from dawn until dawn. Those are the magical times. So lots of times if I happen to miss a magical time at dawn or in midday, then I have to do it in the wee hours of the morning to make up for that. So we put out a lot of energy. My hours are scattered all over depending on what spells I have to do for clients, depending on what conjurations I need to do, what the planets are doing, that kind of thing. All at different times these play into my days. But that's kind of a basic rundown of how my day goes. I also do major rituals on every full moon and every new moon. So those are my Esbats, and then I celebrate all of the Sabbats as well. And then because I am doing lots of work with St. Cyprian, I'm also celebrating any of the holy days that have to do with that. And then this year for homeschooling, we're doing religious studies with our kids. So we are also celebrating some holidays from pretty well every mainstream religion that we could find. Our daughters got to pick 12 religions to study this year. And so we have a full schedule chock full of rituals and things for them to explore with that. So that's very, very busy. So really, I live a magical life. I am a witch. This is my all day, every day. I do tons of work with Hecate, tons of work with Cyprian. I work a lot with the angels and the demons. I work with Archangel Michael and Lucifer on a daily basis. I work with all of the subservience underneath them. I work with Hecate and a number of gods and goddesses that correspond to her. I work with a number of the saints. So I'm kind of all over the map right now. It's just the way that my practice is, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So I hope that this kind of helps you out, and I keep sharing videos on our channel of different daily practices that you can do. So just keep following our channel. Make sure you subscribe, give us a like, and hit that bell icon so that you get the notifications. And I hope this has helped you to ignite the light within. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook, Patreon, not Twitter, we don't check that very often, and Instagram and TikTok. So I hope you all have a fantastic and magical day. Talk to you next time.